When you think of a Mexican border wall that Trump will make, do you think of it as a positive or a negative? To me, I think it's a positive. My name is Jayhee and I'm the first speaker on the proposition side. Anyways, I have 3 reasons. Number 1, to stop illegal immigration from coming into the United States of America. Number 2, to stop drug smugglers. And last but not least, number 3, stop terrorism. According to Donald Trump, he said we will build a great wall on the southern border and Mexico will pay for it. In my opinion, this wall will be great and this wall will be on our southern border. Illegal immigrants surround us. They're almost everywhere. And let me start off with this. We, the USA, believe in the rule of law. And the rule of law means that there are certain laws that we all must equally follow. Therefore, those who came in here illegally broke a law. So they need to do it properly. Get a stamp. Get a passport. Do it like an illegal immigrant. Think of it like this. So if there's a line to buy concert tickets, you need to stay in line, not cut. If you do, you need to be sent back to the back of the line. The concert tickets are like USA. Everybody wants to go there. Cutters are like the illegal immigrants. Just let Trump do his thing as president and we can be an illegal immigrant-free country. Besides, it was a legit vote. Most people want Trump to build it. Next comes drug smuggling. If so many immigrants are here, they have to bring things from home, right? But much of these things that they bring are illegal. To be specific, illegal drugs. Would you want to live in an environment where there are illegal drugs? They're illegal for a reason, you know. So the best thing to stop that is the wall. But since there is no, I guess they'll get away with it. I say we build it. Illegal immigrants, where does this end and what's next? Terrorists. Even if one terrorist gets past the border, USA would be in trouble. In that case, the whole situation would fall into the government's hands. The government did nothing wrong. Also, if one passes the border, who knows how many terrorists will come in then? By terrorists, I mean ISIS. These people believe in a religion where if a person does not believe in it, they don't think you should live and they try to kill you. No matter what you say, I think that's very terrifying. Trump has a good idea. Keep illegal immigrants, drug smugglers, and terrorists out. I don't mean they can't come. It's just if they want to come, pay for a flight instead of sneaking around the border. And let me say something. This will make a difference and it will work. And not making the wall is basically telling those bad people out there you're welcome here. Remember, Donald Trump is not doing this just to become famous. He's trying to protect us, and we need to make sure that we are safe. So far, I have been supporting Donald Trump's wall, but there's one thing that I don't support. Some immigrants need to come here. Some people may just come here to loiter and do things that affect USA. But the people who deserve to come here are the people that are trying to protect their family. I think we should build the wall, but we should have this program near the wall, and as long as the immigrants support their reasons and come up with reasons that they need to come in here for education, safeness, and other reasonable reasons, I say they can come. But they can't get a citizenship just yet. Just make a limit, say 8 years. And if they promise to lead their life as they said and prove themselves, then they can get their citizenship. Let me come up with another example. So say we're in Mexico and Canada is USA. And these gangsters showed up and started killing everyone, and you and your family needed to go to Canada, which is USA. But their president made a wall and said we can't pass through. Are we just supposed to die? That's just unfair. Also, Trump is really spoiled and lived in an environment where he doesn't need to care about poor and innocent people. I'm not turning against my side. I'm just proposing a suggestion. I mean, we still need to block illegal immigrants, drug smugglers, and terrorists. But the good people can pass. I am on the proposition side, and I think Trump should build a wall for various reasons. I rest my case. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan Song, and today we'll be talking about the wall, which is commonly known as the dumbest thing ever conceived. This is known to stop illegal immigration and terrorism. Though this might help in some ways, it is still really idiotic of Donald to believe that it was a smart idea to make him look he is making a good change. First off, the wall is supposed to stop illegal immigration, supposedly terrorists, and stop Mexicans from bringing drugs into America. Though this is supposed to help, the only thing it does is waste money and do nothing except for making Mexico our enemy. Even if it is built, there are still ways illegal immigrants and terrorists can go into our country. They can just go around the wall using boats and land somewhere else. They could also go under it. The wall just wastes money, $15 million to be specific, not including maintenance and upkeep. That we could have spent on helping the poor. This also makes our country more hated by Mexico and may cause a war with them. Also, it isn't simple to build a 2,000-mile long wall along the border. Also, making the president of Mexico pay for the wall isn't so simple due to the fact that he flat out said no, and which I would do the same if I was him too. Also, if it would be a dream for the president of Mexico to say yes to the wall. They were also not the first ones to try to build a wall. President George W. Bush had authorized $1.2 billion to build a fence wall against the border. This also wasn't simple due to the fact that it was going to private landowners who also refused buyout offers. There was also environmental concerns and lawsuits during the process. Not only are there private landowners, there are also rivers that cannot be stopped or blocked, which causes the wall to be built into the United States. This will affect the Indian Tribe Territory, which is along the southern border against Nevada. The wall is close to 39 endangered or threatened animals that are along the Nevada border, which doesn't help at all. Though they are making changes to stop the flow of river and protect animals, it can still affect the environment and can change the life of some animals. It can also cause families to be separated from each other. Also, undocumented immigrants are not as bad as Donald Trump says they are. Undocumented immigrants are a big part of our economy. They can also keep the prices low and they work hard, maybe even harder than us. They also do jobs most people don't even want to do. For example, picking up fruit from the hot sun, cooking food in a hot kitchen, and manual labor like construction. Taking care of kids and housework and picking up trash. These are only a few examples of what immigrants would do to gain money. They also can help pay Social Security for older Americans because without those taxes, there would be less money for those older Americans. Also, instead of building a wall, just build a bridge instead. The wall can also be a symbol of hatred. Pope Francis II even said build bridges, not walls. This is why the wall shouldn't be built, because illegal immigration and terrorists can still cross the border in many different ways. The wall also causes environmental issues. It can also cause innocent people to die for no reason. The wall can also go to private property and it may cost a lot of money, and the money that could have been spent to help the poor. Also, illegal immigrants just help us, not hurt us. These are reasons on why the wall shouldn't be built in any circumstance.